Washington with 2, Tampa with 3. Washington maybe 10 or 12 yards from the Gonzalez field goal range. Buccaneers full bucket of timeouts. 2nd and 10 for Daniels. The rookie will flip it out over Diaby and caught by Eckler into field goal range. Eckler to the 27-yard line. Oh, that was so close to Diaby, but it's a gain of 18.
Yeah, Diaby, give him credit. He saw the late receiver coming across the field, but there he is, Austin Eckler. They felt like that he was going to be in many ways the key to the game, and in the biggest moment, he was.
Timeout, Tampa Bay, Chris. We were talking in the break, when are they going to take them? Take the first one here. 1:41 to go. So Washington in a place they have become very familiar. When it's close late, these Commanders have done it. It all started with the season-changing moment for both of these teams. The touchdown catch against Chicago on the Hail Mary. The stop against New Orleans. The late rally in the 4th against Philadelphia. And the game that clinched the division that we were at against Atlanta. And even Marcus Mariota to Terry McLaurin to beat Dallas in Week 18. Another tight late moment. Washington finds itself in. Field goal from here is 45 yards. Movement up front. Inside run. Eckler to the 20-yard line. Taken down by Levante David. Clock running. Tampa not taking its time out here. 1:27 to go.
Right now, Tampa has a problem. They convert this first down, and this time is going to get very low. Commanders at this point, they're perfectly willing. They're running out the clock. That's what they're trying to do here.
Tampa's let it run all the way down here. Washington bleeding it inside of a minute. Eckler is the back. He's got it. Thrown down after a gain of a yard by Logan Hall, and Tampa takes a timeout. 54 seconds remaining. 3rd and a yard coming up. Okay, so the 3rd down and 1 for Washington. 54 seconds left. Coming up in the red zone. Playoff game, and Washington has 2 Heisman Trophy winning quarterbacks in the huddle. Crazy.
I remember when you used to put fullbacks in the game.
Right. They did this once in the first half. Mariota under center. Daniels is the man in motion. They did it with a sneak last time. Daniels in motion again. A couple of hard count tries, and a timeout taken by Washington. So just try to get the free 5. They don't. So it'll still be 3rd and 1. Each team down to 1 timeout left.
And I don't know who Jayden Daniels is talking to, but there's quite the conversation going on between Daniels and the Bucs defense. I'm sure something along the line, take that high school stuff back with you when you leave.
Well, Joe Flacco, Mark Sanchez, Russell Wilson are the 3 rookies who have won a road playoff game in the NFL, and 2 of them, Flacco and Sanchez, did it a couple of times in their rookie year. But you see a little bit why Daniels, the talent, but the poise. 55 college starts, big-time games, moment not too big for him, and this is a massive moment. 3rd and a yard.
In the pistol formation.
Brian Robinson behind, a fake to him. Daniels escapes and runs for the first down. Elijah Cansey, all he could do was grab a towel. He couldn't grab Daniels. Washington can bleed the clock, kick a field goal, and win the game.
So frustrating. So frustrating. Elijah Cansey, who has been so good tonight, had this play made. If he makes it, forces the field goal now, gives the ball back to Baker in the offense, and just a stiff arm from Jayden Daniels, just enough.
And Levante David at the back end of that play got rolled up on and is injured, forcing Tampa to take its final timeout. And you hear some of the Washington fans who are here. He's going to win Offensive Rookie of the Year, not MVP, but who knows what's in this guy's future. Commanders have it at the 15-yard line with one timeout, so they can set it up for their kicker, Gonzalez. Tampa, if they even attempt to run the ball, let them score.
And it comes down to a kicker for Washington, and they have had 4 this year?
Yes, they have. From the 15-yard line, Daniels is going to run, put it on the left hash. Bumped into by his own man in part over at the 19, and now they'll just take the clock down to where they are comfortable for Zane Gonzalez, kicking his 6th game for Washington, his first playoff game. Baker Mayfield and the Bucs have not had the ball in their hands very often in this one.
And if you're wondering, most kickers hit a bit of a draw, and they typically like to be on that left hash, sort of hook it in there. See even extra points lined up over there.
So Washington started the year with Brandon McManus as their kicker, moved on from him before camp opened, and since training camp they've had 6 different kickers. The 6th is Gonzalez. The first time he's kicking in the NFL since 2021. These now 6 games for Washington, and he's got a chance to get the Commanders a playoff win. And it has been a long time, a long drought between playoff victories. Dan Quinn's team has the opportunity here.
But the execution now has to be perfect. Some teams will leave a little time on the clock in case you bobble the snap, but not here. You get 1 try.
The last time Washington won a wild card game, won a playoff game, was 2005 here. Chance to do it with Gonzalez. From 37 to send Washington to the final 8. The Washington Commanders off the upright, and it is in! They doink their way to the divisional round! Unbelievable!
I have seen it all now. I even get a divisional doink. I feel like every time I see a game-winning field goal, it's hitting an upright. Oh my gosh.
Washington fans have waited a long time, since 2005, and by that much, they are headed to Detroit. The upright is about as wide as a dollar bill, but they come into play so darn often, and hit the inside of it, and it goes in for a sound that is sweet back in the nation's capital. From that left hash to that right upright.
Wow.
To jubilation for Dan Quinn in year 1 as the Washington coach. They go on the road and win. Todd Bowles and a team that has won the division yet again this year see their season come to an end. A key turnover in the second half for Baker Mayfield and the Bucs, part of the story. Terry McLaurin, one of the longtime Washington Commanders who's seen quarterback after quarterback come through. He's seen his new quarterback help take them to the divisional playoff as Mike Evans and the Bucs are denied their opportunity to get back to the divisional. Gonzalez knocks it in. Washington moves on. Chevrolet postgame.